It's worse.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Business List, your source for stories inside the party, across the country, and around the world. We are LP Alliance, Inter-Caucus Coalition, rebuilding the Libertarian Party and revolutionizing the Liberty Movement. My name is Amanda Griffiths. I'm joined by Rose Leatherman. I'm joined by Keith Thompson. I'm joined by the Unholy Army of the Night in the chat. How are you, Unholy Army of the Night in the chat? I'm not joined by Kyle Davis. He's just here. Everyone, how are you?
Or Rob Yates.
As I was explaining to Keith, the curtain rod is in fact worse. I am aware that it's worse, and I'm still not fixing it.
Yeah,
I think it's better. It was
I
like
know it was definitely
worse
worse
on one side.
No, it's better.
It's always,
it better represents my mental state, which is still declining the longer I stay in the Libertarian Party.
I mean, you're on the LNC. It's expected.
Yeah, it's even worse.
That is a thing.
Amanda came pre-insane, so she's okay.
Exactly. My hair just reflects my mental state. I got it done yesterday.
How was it like talking?
It is fantastic. Yeah, it was wonderful. See, here's the thing, and this is universal. So I've never had someone who does my hair who has been able to like style it well after I get it colored. They'll always style it like they think looks good, which I never like because it's way too feathery the way that they do it. And they're like, oh, let's give you some like waves and frame your face. I'm like, please don't. So yeah, now I'm just kind of constantly teasing it because it's still styled inappropriately from getting it done. Anyway, everyone, hey, how are you? So we have things to talk about. Hello to everyone except Keith. Hello to everyone except you from Keith, Jack. I guess is by way.
Jack said hi to me earlier, so it would have been redundant.
There we go. By way of a brief recap, we did cover the PNH disaffiliation appeal hearing on Tuesday night. That was a thing that happened, and we heard what claimed to be arguments from various persons, and also what claimed to be questions. One of which came from Jeff Neal and was definitely not a question, but I like Jeff. I do. I in that moment he was my spirit animal.
They're already dead.
I want to say something. Mr. Neal, do you have a question? No.
Yeah.
Why would we need
I thought it
investigatory
was
committee if we can just read the minutes?
Yeah, that was honestly that salvaged his question. That wasn't for me. That was probably the best question of the night. Was why do we need an investigatory committee to read the minutes? Sorry.
My favorite part was Kaufman going on a long rant about how they removed tweets that they disagree with, and then admitting they still have the Trump endorsement up.
As I said yesterday,
that was the most damning thing. Like, there's a lot that they have left up that's blatantly against libertarian principles that they've left up. So actually admitting that you delete things that go too far, in their opinion, was actually just makes the whole thing worse.
I like to imagine that the JC members were texting each other behind the scenes, like trying to call dibs on who would ask whether the tweet was still up on the endorsement of Trump. And Kaufman did remove the tweet.
They could have honestly just not known.
2 years later, removed it. So I don't even, guys, no harm, no foul, right? He removed the tweet.
Well, they get to hold the election over again.
So we have until Friday, at the latest, next Friday, for a judicial committee decision. They need to have a decision by within 10 days of the hearing. However, they can take up to a month to written rulings. So
meaning they announce the decision, but we don't have the 12-page reason.
We don't know why they did what they did for our 30 days, up to 30 days, and then we will know why they did all the things they did.
I just want to know who actually reads them. I mean, some people do. Like I
read them. We're going to read them. We are going to read them. Yeah.
That'll be entertaining.
The courts are going to read them on this one, right? LPNH already said they're going to sue.
Apparently, they said they're going to sue either way.
That's yes.
Is that like Trump saying the election's rigged, whether he wins or loses?
Isn't that like then a violation of some kind of fiduciary? I guess not. They're not bound by fiduciary duty. There were all kinds of.
I'm sorry, you broke up. All I heard was douche and duty.
There were all. That's basically what I was talking about with respect to Jeremy Coffin. There were all sorts of weird readings of Roberts during that, and I especially liked the part where the lawyer from New Hampshire argued that if there was no judicial committee, the ruling would have to be overturned by the decision to disaffiliate would have to be overturned by default.
Because they couldn't overturn it.
Because they couldn't overturn it. Because if the bylaws outline a specific process for overturning it, that's the only way that it can be overturned. So he's basically saying that if there's a certain process for upholding it, that's the only way that they can be upheld, is if the judicial committee upholds the decision. But by the same logic, there's only one process for overturning it, which means
which means that with the FEC not having quorum right now, we can't do anything. Like we can't even run candidates, right? Because by default, everything is overturned.
Correct. The existence of political parties is overturned.
Yeah.
So
yep.
Archie says he was the last person to have archived the Trump endorsement tweet, which is still up on the web archive. But
he
I'm
also
jealous of
says
this fact. Go ahead.
He also said that the 12 pages would be very terse, which isn't really true because I'm pretty sure New Hampshire can sum their argument up in 14 words.
Oh, man. It's been entertaining. Like the past several days have just been tweet after tweet by LPNH crying about the fact that they were disaffiliated. Despite, like, are we just supposed to forget that 2 months ago there was a whole campaign to dissolve the National Party? Now these same people are angry about being removed from the National Party they think should not exist.
They
Something
are
like
talking about suing the party either way and trying to bankrupt it. And then in the chat, we're cheering about how it was going to bankrupt the party while wishing to be reaffiliated.
Right. I mean, obviously, like these are rhetorical questions. Obviously, like their goal from the beginning has just been to cause as much disruption and dysfunction on the LNC as possible and prevent the party from being effective because they think that's going to help the Republican Party. But
of all the LNC drama to have gone on this term, I feel like so far this is the least of it. Right? Like it was clear cut. It didn't violate the bylaws.
I think Jack is correct in the comments right now. He says the LNC messed up. I mean, for 4 years, the LNC messed up by letting those fucking pieces of shit pretend to represent us out of New Hampshire.
Right. Well, yeah, this should have been done a long time ago. And that's like a common argument I've seen. Oh, well, why didn't it happen sooner if they committed so many bylaws violations? Because the previous LNC would not do it because it was full of enablers.
Well, by the way, I did I think it was Dixon who asked, were there conversations about how the votes were not there to disaffiliate New Hampshire, even though there were conversations about wanting to? I know that those conversations took place because I was one of those people asking.
Because you tapped my phone.
Exactly. I was one of those people asking, hey, so how are we doing? How are y'all feeling about New Hampshire? And was told many times we do not have the votes for disaffiliation. It was talked about.
Right, and they started the whole process where they had talks with them, knowing that they were not going to operate in good faith, but still pretending like they were and having formal conversations with them where they tried to come to an agreement. They did at least one formal censure. Like the idea that they did
there
not.
Were hopes that. Yeah, I'm sorry.
So I have a positive, an LP positive.
Oh, but to answer Jack, so about New Mexico, like you're talking to the wrong people about New Mexico. We were all against continuing the lawsuit. As for the suit against Angela, I think, it's kind of necessary to send the message that one cannot embezzle from the party that they were elected to represent and just have the LNC go, you know what? That was a couple of years ago. No harm, no foul. We're just going to move on. Okay. People are not going to donate money to a party if they think that money can be embezzled. And we're just going to say, you know what? We're not going to do anything about it, but keep donating to us. Anyway.
Yeah. Give us our money.
On the last 3 months, for the first time since 2021, we've gone up in membership each of the months for the last 3 months.
Yeah.
So the people saying that this is not going to change anything, this has killed the party, literally, for the first time since the beginning of the takeover.
No, if we get one more, if it goes up
month.
one more month, we get a Connect 4.
We already got tic-tac-toe.
Yeah.
I still haven't gotten my copy of LP News yet, though.
Oh, well,
Do
I
you
have like
have, like,
20 of them.
The previous chair of my state got 10 copies. The current chair has not.
Yes.
But
I got the individual copies plus the 10 copy pack. Plus, my wife also got the 10 copy pack. So I and
like all
individual news. So, so I have 23.
Like-
I have 22 of them.
Are these like Crazy Bones or something?
I
Really, nobody
I
remembers
I
Crazy
thought
Bones.
that,
Okay.
I thought the whole thing would.
Did you just get a single one, Amanda?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, that
Apparently
figures. That figures.
I did get a huge stack of rack cards
gotta
with
step
my
it up.
face on them. Yeah, exactly. Steve Dosbach was like, "What do you? Where's your address? What's your address so I can mail you the rest of your rack cards?" So I can just like start like dropping
It's
around
ironic
pics of
that
my
you would
face.
get a rack card.
That's fair. Well, I mean, like I need a card for it, otherwise I don't have anything relating to racks. Lots of copies of LP News. So we also in party news, I want to remark on this because it's funny, and because I want to say something. So there's some rumblings about, I think it's Marjorie Taylor Greene and Tucker Carlson and some other random people whose names I forget.
The takeover 2.0.
There's, I think some people really have a hard on for the notion of them coming into the Libertarian Party and turning it into literally the America First Party. A couple things about that. First of all, if you change the name of the party, you pretty much lose ballot access. Not everywhere, but most places.
Yeah.
The voter rolls do not transfer.
That is also a goal.
That's fair. But the ballot access doesn't transfer. The voter rolls don't transfer. So best to have a 527 or some kind of caucus within the GOP, similar to DSA, which is not a political party. It is a Democratic Party caucus. Secondly, as I said, right after convention, when y'all crazy people were talking about Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez having certain libertarian views, I'll say the same thing as I did about her. I would love to have them vote for libertarian candidates. I really want them to vote for libertarian candidates.
Yeah,
I would.
She shouldn't be our nominee.
I would love to have. In certain contexts, I think they would be great coalition partners on issues where we agree. Libertarian action is for everyone. The Libertarian Party is for libertarians. If you're not a libertarian, I'll coalition with you. I hope you vote for our candidates. Don't come in the Libertarian Party if you're not a libertarian. Simple as.
Right. Like Angela's idea of, not that it's an original idea, but the single issue coalition thing is fine.
Yeah.
But the single issue coalition shouldn't be, the coalition shouldn't be around vote for Trump.
And it shouldn't be with the Republican
That's when
Party.
it's a problem.
That's
right.
They need to be with interest groups, not with parties.
It should be here is the libertarian
this is not going to be a popular take.
On which
but
these
it also
where you
can't be to
lobby
free a single person.
For like legislative changes on like issues you agree, like decriminalizing drugs or Second Amendment issues.
Abolish ICE.
I'm fine with it, by the way, Kyle, being about freeing a single person. I mean, like, as long as we're not then compromising the liberty and liberation of others, right?
Yeah.
Like if we were
pushing for certain simple
Yeah.
wins that you can get, like that in and of itself is not a problem. It's again, it's where you destroy your party and sell out completely to get a highly unlibertarian candidate elected in the hopes that you'll get tossed a few scraps.
Right. Yeah. Free Izzy is good. Free Izzy by voting for Stephen Miller is not good.
Yeah. Correct.
But they freed Izzy.
Yeah. Look at we've freed Ross and also elected a guy who is just bombing an entire country and killing people who are
and it's going to put away a
carrying
more
drugs.
Suspected of trafficking drugs.
Oh,
just
we think this guy might have had coke in a boat.
Coke and that sounds great. That sounds like a party.
Coke
That's
and a
my
boat.
weekend. Coke and boat. Yeah.
It's just
Coke and boat.
Okay. The idea that selling out the party to Democrats or Republicans is going to make that major party more libertarian, like you have it backwards.
Yeah.
You need a strong libertarian party that's regularly pulling 3% or so of the vote And therefore, the major parties will have to try to appeal to people who would normally vote Libertarian in order to get their votes. Okay, the power to, like, leveraging the power to serve as a spoiler party is not necessarily a bad thing if you do it correctly, but you need a party that is strong and organized and regularly gets a significant percentage of the voters in order to do that. Okay, you need to make Republican and Democratic candidates have to appeal to Libertarian voters in order to get that vote. Okay, you don't do it by deliberately sabotaging your candidate and telling them to vote for the other guy with no way of ensuring that he actually follows through on his promises.
Yep. So saying that we will not run a candidate against you is not how you leverage that. Running a candidate and forcing the old parties to adopt our policies is how you get past that.
What if
I realize we may have different goals here.
What if they signed a piece of paper that says they'll adopt our policies? Then what?
Well, you know, if the government's known for anything, it's for obeying pieces of paper.
It's for honoring agreements, with libertarian-minded individuals.
What kind of leverage is required to make deals at that level? It's just, it just shows a complete lack of understanding of how the system works.
And you know, furthermore, you do that once, right? And then the next time you're running a candidate, it's like, oh well, they're just going to drop out, right, for concessions.
Right.
So then you lose your.
And then you've also, and then you've burned your ballot access potentially. So it's a one-time use button.
Very few people think beyond more than like half an order of abstraction. Like it's really kind of amazing.
I'm just amazed it's happening again so soon. Like I'm used to this happening every 10 years or so. Libertarians, usually when there's a Democrat in office, who's, you know, expanding the surveillance state and starting new wars, as every administration does, they get this idea into their heads that we can work with Republicans because Republicans during that time are playing the role of fake opposition party and pretending to be anti-big government.
As the Democrats are now.
And you think...
No, I mean, that's fair. The minority party is often more libertarian because they're not doing whatever the government's doing.
Right. Like every 10 years, you get libertarians who think they can work with Republicans because they fall for the rhetoric about being pro-free market and anti-big government. You have them forming coalitions. And then Republicans get into office and they do a complete 180 on all these. Once again, they do a complete 180 on all these things they claim to stand for.
We're for the free market and also own companies.
And then and then they turn around and blame libertarians every time things go wrong. Like there'll be a terrorist attack or something, and they'll be like, "No, this happened because we listened to those stupid libertarians and we didn't have a stronger surveillance state. You know, we reduced military spending or we reduced police presence, and look what happened." Every single time.
How is your argument with someone online going?
I'm not typing. I'm not talking to anybody.
You had the look.
I was preparing for
You had the look.
I was preparing for the talking about the NFA stay.
Right. Okay. Well,
I think Kyle looked at the news and the anger formed in his eyes.
I guess my point was I just can't believe it's happening again, like only 2 years after this exact strategy was tried with Trump.
Yeah.
Like normally it takes longer for people to forget how badly it went the last time.
Well, that was his first term.
You have to remember that they thought it was a good thing.
Yeah.
You know,
a lot of people were like, "We did well."
I have a goldfish.
It's the first time I've ever been relevant.
I have a goldfish that's fallen for fewer tricks. So personally, Kyle, do you want to talk about the NFA? You seem to really like the NFA.
Sure.
Yeah. Kyle loves the NFA.
Backwards.
Yeah.
So on August the 5th, Judge Hendricks out of Texas held in the Consolidated Silencer Shop Foundation v. ATF / Jensen v. ATF cases that the NFA's registration and approval requirements for suppressors, SBRs, SBSs, short-barrel rifles and shotguns, and AOWs lost their constitutional footing once the One Big Beautiful Bill zeroed out the making and transfer taxes on January 1st. The stay granted an exception until last night at midnight, and the DOJ chose not to fight it. This means that as of midnight, certain places can sell you suppressors and short-barreled rifles and short-barreled shotguns.
Which means I get suppressor for my Mauser Bolo.
Okay, so is this a temporary legality where if they unzero it, then it would become a tax again, and then suddenly it will be illegal?
Correct. But they would almost certainly have to give a
So I
amnesty
wonder,
period and everything else.
I wonder if the same argument could be made for the insurance requirement under the ACA, because it was originally a tax, and then the Republicans zeroed out the penalty. Therefore, now it's simply a mandate.
I'm for this.
Take back to court.
Law.
So, as long as you're buying from Silencer Shop, PSA, which is Palmetto State, Silencer Co., B&T, Hot Shots, the Gun Owners of America, the Gun Owners Foundation, the Firearms Regulatory Accountability Coalition, Texas State Rifle Association, FPC, Action Foundation, or the CCRKBA, you can get those items now.
Okay, I'm sorry. How did they make it legal and also only from certain vendors?
Yeah, I don't like that. That's
because
weird.
Is this like the cannabis dispensary of guns?
Yes.
It's standard crony capitalism. They're giving monopolies to certain companies.
That makes me very sad. And
It's
now I'm not going to
legalization
buy a
versus
suppressor from Mauser Bolo.
So
I don't like that at all now.
It's basic. It's technically unclear. What happens is those are the only ones that are for sure allowed to do this. Everyone else are now in kind of a gray area. This is the same thing that happened with FRTs.
So now somebody has to sell a suppressor that isn't one of them and then take it to court.
Yes.
I would like a suppressor. It just seems polite.
Yeah. I don't want to wake people up.
Right, yeah.
When ICE is out in the streets and, you're there defending people.
Hey, Kyle, how much is a suppressor generally?
This one, including his $200 tax stamp, was about $1,000.
Oh, dang. Okay, never mind. I was going to say, I might
This
want
one's
to get one for my
expensive.
dad.
This is an actual SIG. They make them down to the $400 range. This one, you can see the lines in it. Every one of those is an individual baffle you can take off, so you can make it a short suppressor if wanted. Which makes it fantastic for what? I use it on. Which I can't show on screen.
Please don't show it on
because
screen,
of YouTube.
Kyle. Please put your gun away.
It's
Have
just
you gotten us demonetized
Please put
before
your gun
for
away.
showing off your gun?
It's a lightsaber.
Yeah, that's why we're demonetized.
Showing off our guns.
Kyle, Kyle has a few things that are being regulated by the government today. Brass instruments.
What?
The
Brass
membership
instruments.
Yes.
Yes. So,
oh
boy.
yes, now there's like tubas or something
This
are
is
being
one of my favorite
All
things.
brass instruments.
No, this is one of my favorite things.
What?
Is to look. This is one of my favorite things. Is to look at the
They were-
random things that are tariffed as a result of strange and weird tariff laws, like bicycles, like toy bicycles was one a few years back. But yeah, so they could soon be subject to additional tariffs, 25% import taxes on steel, aluminum, and copper, because we love industrial planning in this country. We want to make sure that all Americans are able to work in factories making steel. I hate central planning. I do. I so hate central planning. This is absolutely.
United Soviet States of America.
Again.
Yeah,
The USSR.
We're gonna get angry emails to the LNC again. This time with a clip of you guys saluting to the.
It's not really a salute.
I
It's more
did
like
not.
got your nose. Yeah.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
I'm the
It's a
only
very half-hearted
non-communist
salute.
here. Just
Oh,
me and Rose.
I beg to differ.
No. We
Oh,
get called
also-
communists.
No,
Pretty
Frankfurt, or what's his
we
name?
we are
Tim
on the
Smith.
right column even.
Yeah. Well,
And like-
but
Depends on the
you're
political
top right.
type. Depends on
Yeah.
depends
That's
on
right,
which
I'm bottom
political
left,
quiz I
bitches.
take.
Yeah.
I usually, because I'm pro market, I usually get like right at the bottom, but like slightly to the right of the center line. Depends on which political quiz it is, though. Like some of them have questions that are leading as hell.
Yeah.
I'm usually straight down the middle.
I
on the
don't
line
like-
as
I don't
far as,
like the political quizzes because, well, for many reasons. One of which is like, it doesn't matter what you're answering. A lot of them are policy questions, and policy preferences are fungible, right? You can have whatever ideology and just about any policy preference, but it's why you have the policy preference that delineates ideology.
Like some of them will be like, if global corporations are inevitable, they should serve the greater good of humanity. Like, I mean, I think that would be
global
good.
corporations
I don't think but the government shouldn't force them to do anything, right? It's different. There's a difference between my personal preference and what I wish to force on others.
And then there's the fact that global corporations are creations of the state in the first place. So if you're anti-state, the question is kind of irrelevant.
Right.
So like, there are those questions where you're like, well, this should not exist based on the framework that,
Right, like half the drug questions, like I don't think people should do a lot of drugs, but that's not my business.
Once again, I find it difficult to get excited about tariffs that are designed to help more people work in tuba factories. Well, it's a consequence of many things, Kyle. I don't.
Jack has a valid point.
Well, what is his issue with Keith exactly? I want to know. What's the best
Jack, what's wrong with Keith?
He was sad that I didn't greet him earlier.
Oh. Hi, Jack.
No, I don't know why. Maybe he's the guy that emails the LNC about me being a communist.
No, that's Tim Smith.
Nah, different writing style. And we're fairly certain he uses the name Truth or something on YouTube.
Jack also has has some based opinions as well.
You just have to remember that if Keith's a communist rather than the USSR national anthem.
Note the red background.
That sounds beautiful. I wonder whose voice that is 17 times in an arrangement that they wrote. National anthems are beautiful. I am actually very fascinated by national anthems of all kinds. So yeah,
you would like state worship.
I would. I find it difficult to be excited about industrial planning, about how we need people in tuba factories. We don't need people in tuba factories. I want all of the people in the tuba factories to be able to explore their passions and write poetry. I don't want any of them to. They don't have to write poetry, but you know what I mean. Be part of the independent creative economy
with a concealed cornet, and you would never know. If they don't pay the king's ransom for their brass instruments.
That's true, but this is the thing that gets me on import tariffs, especially raw materials. I do not want our international value add to be raw materials. I want better things for the people of this country and the world. So these tariffs are upsetting for a number of reasons.
Jack raises a good point. I think during public comment, he should get recognized by the chair, and then for 2 minutes, play your closing anthem theme from the business list.
Play Anarchy in the LP. That's a polling song too. I wrote that the day that Angela McArdle resigned, and I recorded it, I think, the day after. We should actually post.
You mean when she got the job in the Trump administration?
Yeah, but she did.
Yeah. So when's the start date? Does it just keep? Is it still getting pushed back? I'm sure it's any week now that she has.
It's 2 more weeks to flatten the curve.
Now that Caroline Levitt is no longer press secretary, that might be her new job.
Do you have
there's
any
a job opening there.
Do you have any evidence that Angela is not, in fact, running their Twitter account?
There's not enough.
They're not
allusions
retweeting
to
her.
Moses. Yeah, and they're not retweeting her.
I mean,
or references to how we have a libertarian POTUS.
Yeah,
Donald Trump did go straight to Jesus Christ, so he kind of skipped past the Old Testament.
That's fair. We had other things. We had other matters.
The New Testament, the one with Donald Trump.
the signed version.
Oh God, I could see that. The problem is, I could see that happening too. I mean, he already is. What didn't he already have Trump-branded Bibles?
Yes.
As if the guy has ever set foot in a church.
He's also selling. He's selling early access.
In the flames.
He's selling
access
he didn't have
to
the Bible.
Clear out people from a church.
I swear to God, he's also selling early access to his Truth Social, $1,000 per month. So there's that. So we might want to subscribe.
I mean, considering
that used to be called insider trading.
Well, do you get it ad free? Because if you don't have to scroll through 12 adult diaper ads to read one of his tweets, then it might be worth it.
That's fair. We are also.
It's like a bad GeoCities site. Like if someone pasted the naughty JavaScript into their web page, and then you had to scroll through all the pop-ups.
We are also learning that ICE is targeting airports more thoroughly now. So
were they targeting them less thoroughly?
With expired visas. Well, now they seem to be concentrating themselves at airports to look for foreign nationals with expired visas. We've seen a few instances of this. The White House also has a daily quota for immigration arrests. I don't know how much I want to get into this. I have a story on the Torch. It's called Baby's First Coup, ACAB. Or sorry, not ACAB, APAB. All patrols are bastards. And it is about my elementary school instituting reporting quotas, and how I fought that as and staged a sort of like a strike, refusal to report anyone because of their reporting quotas. But yes, quotas are bad.
Sounds more effective. Sounds more effective than my homework strike, which I could not get anyone to do. Like,
did you honestly
refuse to do our homework?
They can't fail all of us.
Do anything.
They couldn't. They can't.
Yeah, exactly. And yet no one would freaking listen.
That's sad.
The strike breakers were
too
getting
many
you all.
Yeah, too many blackleggers.
Seriously, but I like doing. Oh my god, just shut up. Just shut up. Freaking teachers' pets.
Yes.
That mentality carries over into adulthood, though, and that's what's so sad about it. Look at me. Look how well I follow the rules. No, fuck you.
Either that government involvement in sports is just to get people all in the mentality of geographic teams, so that you become statists when you're grown up.
Well, I mean, I think they're just hijacking a certain aspect of human nature, and that's tribalism. You could make the argument that it takes tribalism and channels it into something where it's less destructive than, say, politics. But I don't know. Sports ball is a stupid distraction.
Politics can be salvific. It can be redemptive, just not if it's statism.
Yes, exactly. It can actually get things done, unlike sports.
It can get things done.
You've seen multiple ticks.
Kyle, are we supposed to talk about Count Binface?
Yes.
Okay, why don't you talk about Count Binface?
Nigel,
what?
Dave has given us most of the basics here. 30 candidates ran for Nigel Farage's a UK race spot. One of which was intergalactic warrior Count Binface, formerly known as Buckethead, Lord Buckethead.
The Vermin Supreme of the UK?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, he's been running since 87. Okay. He is legitimately like the Vermin
Fantastic.
Supreme.
Thank you for the orientation. Okay.
No, they're both wonderful in their own wacky satirical ways.
Is he also a friendly fascist that wants to give everybody a pony and force to?
I think so. I mean, he's like if Darth Vader was a satirical candidate.
I mean, I've seen Count Binface. I just don't know what his deal is.
I like that as he's matured over the years, his costume has become more elaborate.
Did you? So part of this was not his fault. He got sued.
Oh.
He used to run
the government felt that he was infringing on their trademarks.
He used to run as Lord Buckethead, but someone else in the UK owns the rights to Buckethead, or Lord Buckethead specifically, not the guitar player. And so they sued over it.
Oh.
And so that became a thing.
I mean, really, Binface I think is better anyway.
Yes,
I like Binface.
Completely agree.
Yeah.
So, 30 people for a spot, including Binface. Let's see. I don't remember what the results were.
I mean, I do like the fact that we know that there are 30 people running for a spot, as opposed to many of our races here in the U.S. where we think it's just two people mostly.
They even have multiple elected candidates at the national, multiple parties at the national level. It's nice.
Indeed.
It has not been updated on Wikipedia yet, which means it doesn't matter. So yes, we don't have the finalized totals yet. But most of these were different parties. Like there were many independents, but there were also the Forward Party. Count Binface ran for the Binface Party because, of course, he did. But the Monster Raving Loony Party ran Nick the Incredible Flying Brick.
Is that like the
SDP,
pig that they ran at the Democratic National Convention in what, 69? Or no, 68.
I mean, it's a similar idea. It makes sense that the UK is approximately 60 years behind us.
Or ahead of us, depending. I would rather have a trash can as a ruler.
I mean, really, don't we?
Yeah. I mean, at least a trash can that knows it's a trash can. As opposed to a sentient
rejoin the
being.
EU party. Oh, I did not realize that there were 2 monster raving loonies who ran. The other one being Baron von Thunderclap.
Am I the only one that has no idea what you people are talking about? Like, I saw the bin face. Yeah, Count Binface. Like, I saw the post about him, and I'm like, you know what? This seems like a reference to something I don't care about.
Truly, Nigel Farage needs a worthy successor. Nigel Farage needs a worthy successor. And really, I think the only person who can attain Farage's level of utter bumbility is Count Binface. If only Nigel Farage had worn a bin over his head through most of his tenure, the world would be a better place.
Okay.
I can answer Jack's question on this one.
All right.
Is that Georgia the country or Georgia the state?
The state.
The country that we're secretly working for? Or is
not
that
the IAL.
Kyle, what is the answer to the question?
So
why does Georgia
in 2022, someone sued over the stupid way that the Public Service Commission districts races, which are literally Soviets. They get to decide how expensive our power.
Is that like a kitchenette? A Soviet? Like a small Soviet? That's my nickname.
They decide how much our utilities are allowed to raise prices. I shit you not. They get to directly decide how much private companies can charge for things. And so we didn't have a race that year where we normally do. That's how we usually keep ballot access in Georgia. In 24, Chase Oliver had a rough time of it with the Georgia Libertarian Party being run by Mises and actively, he was endorsed, but that was the end of the support board. There was no real effort there, which really sucked.
We have selected Chase Oliver, period.
And so we went through the ballot drive this year, but we needed 66,000 valid signatures. And the typical rate, if you are doing, and that was the estimated based on the previous race. Some things guessed the new thing would be 75,000. So it's
who is eligible to sign?
Anyone who lives in Georgia and is eligible to be a voter. So not felons. However, to fill this out, you must know your county, your public service district. You must fill all these out in ink yourself by hand. They can't be pre-filled in any way. And then if a single person on an entire sheet has it wrong, the entire sheet's invalid. And there must be 30 lines per sheet. So given the previous rates there, it was estimated that we would need over 100,000 signatures raw for the 75,000 valid. There was an effort made. We were not near the 75,000. I wanted us to try to challenge the fact that there was no race there and they were taking away our way to ballot access. The argument I got was we don't have the money to sue the state right now, and we can effectively get ballot access back for free by 2032. The presidential candidate's automatically on the ballot in 2028 because as long as at least 20 states have the presidential candidate on the ballot, they're on the ballot in Georgia. So it was decided that we don't have to be on the ballot for our other races. We will take some time to repair and go from there. I'm not happy about it. My district was not happy about it. None of us voted for that. But what are you going to do? And my district's Atlanta. So
this kind of gives the light of the notion that if you just have a more local government, it won't be corrupt. Local government is often extremely corrupt. Like it's not just it's down to the local level, it's down to the individual and the non-institutional community level I don't want local bureaucrats because often they're the worst, right? There's sometimes the least amount of oversight. They can just do whatever they like. They can throw in whatever laws they like. And you have these little petty bureaucrats running around making sure that only certain businesses get a contract on utilities. And this happens actually in a lot of places. So local government does not always mean less oppressive or exploitative.
No.
It may be easier to vote them out and to elect libertarian-leaning candidates to at the local level, but it doesn't mean that local bureaucrats are going to be any better. Yeah. Anyway, though, as far as the ballot access thing goes, I mean, as someone who lives in New York, I can sympathize. I mean, ballot access is like, we want to.
We don't have the county by county requirement, but we do have
get libertarian candidates locally. But yeah, like statewide, it's like, we're until there's a legislative change, we've just kind of decided it's not worth pouring resources into.
Since Georgia has a way back, since the Public Service Commission district suit is over, they decided that the best thing to do was just to wait until getting it back automatically in 2030 from that PSC race, which is a lot cheaper, and go from there. And hopefully even sooner if the presidential candidate can get at least 1%. So if whoever runs in 2028 gets 1%, Georgia automatically gets ballot access back. Considering we'll have a non-incumbent race again, that's actually reasonable too.
Well, you think you're going to have a non-incumbent presidential race?
We think we're going to have a presidential race.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
what is many layers to this?
I think it's a question of whether we're going to have a presidential race. Are we even going to have?
Is there a poly market up on that yet? Can I start betting now?
I'm sure there's poly market in New Hampshire disaffiliation. I'm sure there is.
As someone who's pro-market, the whole being able to bet on like critical
anything,
things, like are we going to bomb
I don't
such
like
and
that.
such country?
I don't like that.
This is a capitalist abomination. Okay,
it really
the only people that do that are people only inside, right? Like the only time you would put like, is someone going to throw a dildo on the
like
WNBA court? It's like a dude that's smuggling it in.
It'd be like Ken Mullman betting on the JC decision.
Yeah.
Donald Trump currently has a 2% chance of winning.
I know how we can raise money for the LP. Our own version of poly market, except most of the people who bet are going to lose, except for those who have insider information.
Will someone porn bomb the LNC meeting, and then we just have Evan show his desktop?
There we go. No, this folder actually is for porn. It's in the immortal words of our chair. He did say it. He said it live.
Yeah.
Wait. There's a new LP news out?
No, they're just now getting it.
Yeah, I have 22
I'm
of them.
still waiting for mine.
Addison says she's on the front page.
Yeah, they're just now getting their older one.
I think so.
It wasn't on the front page.
Like I see how it is. Okay, I guess I'm just.
That's not the most recent one. That's the one before the most recent one.
This is the June one.
What?
Yes, there's a July one.
That's why I said, is there a second issue?
I have not gotten any
there's
of
a July
them.
one.
I have not gotten a July one either.
They don't like us.
Damn it, Steve.
I see how it is. Okay, I see how it is.
You guys do have to make sure that you haven't checked don't receive postal mail, because that will be contributing to. I'm just saying.
I don't know how to check this. I know who I could contact to ask.
You go to your LP portal and look in the things there. Oh, sorry, we don't have a portal anymore.
I don't know if you can see that.
A little bit.
But yes, you are. Yeah, but yes, she is on the front cover.
Hell yeah!
That is awesome,
as everybody knows who's watched any of our shows, LPA is big fans of Addison Patrick. Addison's an excellent ally, and anyone who votes for Addison is making the correct choice in Jacksonville for the city council stuff.
As well as, so we learned today that Lana Lagia, who is running in New Jersey, is still fighting the GOP to get back on the ballot. And she has 75% of her $4,500 goal to help fund that fight. Again, they've kind of concocted this law whereby you cannot have out-of-state people collecting signatures. This is not a real thing. It just kind of looks like a thing if you squint. And unfortunately, an appeal basically got thrown out. So she's fighting that appeal. She needs help to get there.
They overrode the Secretary of State, who said that she was in the right.
Yeah. And they're like, nah. Democracy, guys.
Yeah.
Representation.
So do we know how many libertarians
Yeah, New Jersey is a
already
lot
won?
like New York. Just I
Hierarchy.
think they have like slightly lower
Hierarchy.
taxes in New Jersey.
Do we know how many libertarians have already won this cycle? Like, if
Unfortunately, Joe Hanush is not on the show.
Oh no, Joe. I was
I'm not
just
sure we
wondering
have any.
because Louisiana had one.
There's at least 2. that I
Okay,
know
at
of.
least two. At least two. Okay.
And so does that mean that Louisiana and some other state are tied as the most successful affiliates in the country right now?
No, you have to
Because I
post
could-
racially
I could-
insensitive tweets for them.
Yeah, because maybe we can wrest the title away from a certain ex-affiliate.
Well, you should just that just saying it over and over makes it true. Just go around
That is
saying that you're the
true.
most successful
I
affiliate in
haven't
the
tried that.
country. Yeah.
The Hawaii strategy.
I mean, you
Have you
already-
tried
that was,
getting
you
people
already get
who-
compared to New Hampshire all the time. Like,
Have-
oh well, if New Hampshire is so bad, why don't we disaffiliate Louisiana too? Because they think that like, even though the messaging from the Louisiana party is in line with
Atrocious.
libertarian principles, like, yeah, like it's
Have
viewed as
people
being
who
the
aren't
polar
at
opposite.
Arians to like your posts? Have you tried doing that?
That's
Because
true.
there are a
Well,
lot of people who aren't libertarians, and so I think that if you got
Right.
some tankies, and they just liked all your
Yeah.
posts, then you might be the most successful affiliate, democratically speaking, which
That's true.
the
Or-
party of New Hampshire cares very much about democracy.
Have
I
them
hear a
show
good
up to your
strategy is
conventions
you
too.
you just endorse bills that are already going to pass, and then when they pass, you can be like, "Look what we did."
That's the Hawaii
Check.
method. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I do have to just
We made
let
this.
us know that Common Sense is free. It's on archive.org.
Jack is incorrect. Crawfish is also wonderful.
Fraud ads.
I
Are you
thought
from Louisiana?
having Keith on this show was going to bring some balance to the extreme ADHD. It's just made Kyle worse.
I'm sorry.
Kyle is empowered now. He just talks over anything that anyone says. Rob's not any better. Rob, by the way, who's
Well, no,
it's
of
his
course
daughter's first day of college for the 500th time. I swear he's been telling me it's
Any
his daughter's
excuse.
first day of college for like a year. I'm not even making that up. I'm almost positive.
keeps-
Well, how
She
many
keeps dropping
daughters
out.
does he have?
I think he only has
I
one.
think it's just the one.
Yeah. It's sort of
I
like
guess
when
so.
President
She
Trump is
texted me today,
constantly-
though.
President Trump is constantly ending the war in Iran. It's sort of like that, where he's busy. He's always ending the war. That's sort of like Rob, and it's always his daughter's first day of college, last day of college, first day of school, last day of school. There's always something going. I swear, it's like the sick grandmother excuse. What are you doing? What is that?
Do we need to have a formal
Being
trial
on and off.
for-
It's
or
quantum.
do we need to have like a formal hearing for Kyle? Maybe.
That's the mosquito symbol.
It's Trotsketo.
I missed something critical. Are you having a stroke? What's happening?
No,
Why
that's
are
when
you-
your face is this.
I mean, Kyle constantly is stealing data about Rob's daughter.
Yeah.
It's very strange.
Also, you know,
Facts.
Don't. Of all the rumors to start, please.
Oh, I'm
Also,
gonna
we
get
don't-
you
we don't
back
believe
for
in
never
intellectual
keeping the
property.
show on topic.
What's this weird
Oh.
pop-up I'm getting where if you can I just got this weird pop-up on Restream now saying that if I use hand gestures I can send reactions during a video call.
Well,
Oh wait, is that actually
are
a
you
thing?
on an iPhone?
Yeah, I just got like this pop-up on Restream saying use hand gestures to send
Well, which hand
Yeah.
gestures? Because this could get pretty dangerous too quickly.
yeah, don't do it, Andrew. All good.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Oh god.
All right, good
Although
people.
might get you boosted on X.
That's fair.
So you have other news articles?
Anytime go ahead.
Do I have any other news articles? You mean about ICE targeting
Amanda,
people?
you mentioned that he's downloading information about some guy's daughter, and now there's police sirens.
It is. They
He's
are
finally being held
encroaching.
accountable.
They are encroaching.
You can't joke about that.
No, we are. Oh dear. Okay. I'm sorry. We did also hear about your tax dollars have gone to $525 million of ICE surveillance infrastructure. Everyone.
That's $1
Oh.
for every minute.
They got
year.
Rose. Wrong target. I said Kyle, not Rose. So yes, to dramatically expand the agency's ability to monitor online critics and potential threats. So
Online
all the people that are
critics.
talking about, Netanya, who was talking about having people pull up her social media posts when she was detained. This is your $525 million of your tax dollars at work. Everyone.
ICE needs to know that I am not on the LP Twitter account and I am no longer comms for Louisiana. Just so they know.
By the way, the DHS is claiming that this is in order to defend agents from doxing. Dox your localized agent. Dox them.
This is to defend them from doxing. They have to scour your social media for information.
You don't
for
get
being
privacy.
Critical of ICE.
They need to intervene on your. They need to interfere with your
they have
privacy.
to spy
in order
on
to
you
keep
to
their
ensure their privacy.
Exactly.
Yes.
It's very important because we have a two-tier policing structure, and we need to make sure that the deputies of the state are protected when they're spying on you. They can't know. You can't know that they're spying on you. So we need to protect them by spying on you to make sure that you don't know that they're spying on you.
It's very balanced and fair.
So yes, and that's your tax dollars at work, everyone. It's to protect from doxing.
$1,000 a minute for doxing costs.
Yes.
This is in line with their idea of cutting government spending, right?
Well, yeah, you do cut government spending because otherwise
more.
They would have to be prosecuting people who are doxing the ICE agents. But this keeps them from doing that because they are preemptively. Yeah,
you're only serving the peasants and not spying on the government. You save money because you're spying on your people.
You need to spy on the peasants. I mean, they're always up to something.
You don't have to worry about getting warrants, right? You don't have to pester judges to get warrants when you can just blanket spy on everyone all the time.
Exactly. It cuts out that pesky little process. We already know that ICE agents and DHS are circumventing processes whereby people who are applying for residency appear in court and apply for residency. If they don't think you're likely to have that residency granted, they'll just arrest you ahead of time. Cuts out the middleman of our pesky judicial process. Honestly, it's efficient. It's very efficient. It happened with Izzy. The government just decided he was unlikely to get residency. And so they arrested him in advance.
Just pre-crime.
This is happening, guys. Like it's happening.
I think Dustin's probably correct.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, we've been hearing about this for years. How these systems meant to analyze your data and movement patterns, what websites you visit, what you buy, and determine if you're likely to do something illegal in the future. Like this has been a long time coming. Like this should not be a surprise. We knew it was coming, but still though, I guess on some level people thought that it wouldn't actually happen. There's still the normalcy bias.
They still think it's not happening. I have these conversations routinely.
No, I mean,
what do you mean he's the fascist? I can still go to Walmart.
What I can criticize? Oh, yeah, I hear this all the time. Well, if he's such a fascist and he doesn't support free speech, why can I criticize him on the internet right now? Okay, every fascist regime, every authoritarian regime has its dissidents. Okay, governments do not have the resources to arrest every single person who says something bad about them.
In China.
Exactly. But yes, there are always going to be people who get away with saying, oh, Trump sucks, or fuck the government, or whatever. What they do is they single out certain people and they make an example out of them in the hopes that it will chill speech on the matter, and that it will discourage people from engaging in political activism.
Technically, the Mises caucuses as well, the Me Talks.
Wait, what?
It's a tactic of toxic Mises, where they'll single people out and try and like make examples of them so that you shut up. But yeah,
this person is a leftist because they don't misappropriate money.
Exactly. You have the right to
eventually
take whatever funds you choose.
This person believes in non-aggression.
It's true. I used to make the argument that, I disagree with them on things, and I haven't been kicked out.
And then you were.
It just takes no sense.
And then you were.
Yeah.
Kyle, are we boring you? Are we boring you?
I am going to sleep. It's true.
Why are you falling asleep, Kyle?
Sorry.
Because there's no data to steal right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's true.
Kyle's BitTorrenting was overwhelming Rose's connection.
Okay, so that's why I got kicked off. I thought you guys just didn't like me.
I was mining Bitcoin off of Rose's iPhone.
Fair enough.
That would actually... I got this phone last year. Why is it so prone to like overheating and crashing already?
Because we don't make things to last anymore. We live in society. We don't make things to last.
Correct.
So the idea is just to build new things, but not quality things.
Justin is correct. They're always building data centers, but never lower centers.
All right. Anything else? Any other updates from people inside the party, across the country, around the world? We actually had Austin as a guest. That was a different time, but yeah, about a year ago we had Austin on as a guest.
Yeah, if you need, we can get Kyle to do a bunch of drugs.
Yep.
The only reason we stopped having Austin on is because he started going on that we were crazy, terrible, horrible terrorists and shit. And then
subhuman terrorists.
Who wanted to come on.
Subhuman terrorists who belong in Guantanamo Bay, to be specific.
Mm-hmm.
Updates
it does make one
from
less pleasant to hang out with.
About anything at all.
Updates about anyone about anything.
Oh, that's dangerous.
Dangerous. Louisiana continues to be the #1 affiliate with an elected libertarian this cycle.
Congratulations.
You mean the most successful libertarian affiliate?
The most successful. And I correctly, as I was approaching a traffic light this morning, it was red, and I was like, turn green, and then it did. So another success for the LPL. Wonderful.
I appreciate it. Wonderful. I'm glad to hear that.
It is relevant.
Yeah. I want to say, by the way,
it exhibits our control over government.
Exactly. And the libertarian that we have in the cabinet. I want to see if we can get Tyler Danke on Tuesday to talk about holacracy, which is the only libertarianocracy, because he's been asking about that. We should get him on.
The whole thing?
Yeah, the holacracy.
The entire ocracy. Like a sea of okra.
Yes. On Wednesday, we once again are doing the 2-hour lunch hour. So rapidly growing in our fan base, at least our hate watching base.
Yeah, I was gonna say fans or anti-fans.
Yeah, well, it could be anything really.
You really are.
We don't know. Sure. Yes. And once again on Thursday, we are back for the business list, everyone. We will see you later. Until next time, we are Business List. We're gonna say anarchy. And we're gonna say anarchy. Full transparency. Now I wanna say anarchists on the business list. Destroy!